Hello all, MikeRo here, and welcome to Season 3 of the FM West Ham Save. Last year is now behind us, but it's taken me a while to reflect on what was a pretty good year, but it obviously had a bit of a bitter taste in the mouth. We just missed out on Champions League football. I checked, and unfortunately Inter Milan won the Champions League, so there was no chance of us being able to get in as maybe the 5th English team, as it were. Not great, but we go again, and there have been a lot of changes. But first, a quick bit of housekeeping. Manuel Lanzini was named Player of the Year last year, which I think was a fantastic achievement. He's done such a good job. And I actually won Manager of the Year, if you can believe it. Kind of shows maybe how much we're overachieving with this West Ham side. Obviously, I'm not expected to do that well. This year, I'm expected to finish 7th. This year, we go for Champions League. I want to do it this year, whether that be via the Europa League or via the Premier League and a top 4 finish. I want to get to the Champions League. 3 seasons in, I've had the chance to really put my team together, and there have been a few changes in the transfer market, so there really is no excuse this year. It's been a really busy summer. It took me a good, hour and a half this year to get the summer right. A lot of scouting, a lot of players I brought in. And I will show you, I think we brought in 9 players in total, so it's a bit of a squad revamp. We have actually kind of balanced that out by selling 5 players, and then we've got about, I think it's another 9 going out on loan. Hassan, Barco and Uche all still got denied work permits. The annoying one is Ezekiel Barco. I really want to bring him in and start playing him. I had plans to do that this year. It's a bit irritating that I haven't had the chance to do it yet. Hopefully next year he will be there, and hopefully will be in the Champions League as well, where he belongs. So those who are still working out on work permits. Other notable loans are Haksabanovic and Declan Rice. They are still back out on loan. Not quite good enough to get into the first team. I don't know if they're going to be if we get Champions League football. We will start with the outs. Main one, Jack Wilshere, gone to Everton for £19 million. Not a bad deal really for us. I think he was valued at around about £20 million. He was alright last year. He made 29 appearances. He didn't really hit it off for me. You can see that 2 assists in 29 games. Granted, not a lot of them were starts. I think he started around about, maybe 14 games. So around about half of his performances, his appearances came off the bench. But he just didn't stake a claim. And James Milner had a much better season. It's as simple as that. Saido Berahino has gone also to Newcastle for 1.9 million, so a bit like Javier Hernandez. I'm sure he'll go off and be top scorer this year. Timo Horn is probably the most notable of all the transfer outs. Don't get angry at me. I didn't have much of a choice. Dortmund came calling. He's German. They have Champions League football. We don't. I tried to fend them off, and he just got angry at me. The team got a bit upset about the way I was treating him, so I had to let him go, and in the end we only let him go for, I think it was £24 million, £20 million, could rise to 24.5 million. It wasn't my choice really. I got kind of forced into it, and I was a bit disappointed. And Mikel Antonio has also gone to Wolves, so just under £2 million. So on to the ins. Now, of course, the most important thing after Timo Horn leaving was to get a new goalkeeper, and ta-da, I bring you Lucas Hradecky. I think that's how you pronounce it. He is obviously the Finnish goalkeeper from Frankfurt in Germany. He played very well last year, only 40 goals conceded in 34 games, and quite a poor Frankfurt team in the German League. 9 clean sheets, played at a 7.01. He's basically the same rating as Horn. I think he might even be slightly better. He's obviously a bit more experienced, and I'm hoping that he'll help with the back line. But Lucas Hradecky, welcome to the club. I'm going to hate that name. I've got to learn how to say it right. Now, this is a man I am very excited about. Riccardo Orsolini. Italian from Juve. We like our Italian Juve inside forwards and wingers. Always keen. Riccardo Orsolini, he plays on the right-hand side as an inside forward, so he is left-footed and can cut inside. He's actually got some very nice, well-rounded stats. He's only 22 years old, valued at 6.25 million. I wanted to buy him, but I did not have enough money in the coffers, which sort of shows you how much I've spent. I think I've spent around about £95 million after bringing in 40 million. We had a budget of around about 62. So I think to get this guy on a loan, and he's only being paid just under $7,000 a month. That is pretty well a month, a week. Football. Can you imagine a football player getting paid $6,000 a week? They'd lose their rags. A youngster that looks maybe quite good going forward. Not the most exciting transfer you'll ever see, but maybe. I think we're building a nice midfield for the future. Benjamin Amoa. 18 years old, Ghanaian. Brought him in from Asante Kotoko, which I believe is, I think they are actually founded in Ghana, are they? Yeah, they actually are a Ghanaian team. I just realised that I haven't actually sorted his work permit out, so I'm going to send him back to VV Venlo. Just done it, there you go. Well done, Amoa. So you might see him in a few years' time, depending on how the save goes on. But one for the future, I'm excited. Another player that I was scouting for a while is Pablo Fornals from Villarreal. This guy is a great midfielder. He can play anywhere in the midfield. He's mainly an attacking midfielder naturally, but I see him more as an advanced or roaming deep line playmaker to mix it up with Oliveira. Maybe even back in the defensive midfielder position as the halfback that we've got going on. Because Mark Noble isn't getting any younger. I'm hoping he can be a good addition to the midfield and maybe take the place of Jack Wilshere. One place we really have strengthened is actually the centre-back position. We now have Issa Diop, who's come in. Physicals are fantastic. 16 strength, 17 jumping, 16 natural fitness. His pace isn't too shabby for a defender either. 11 and 13. Heading 16, marking 13, tackling 16, positioning 14, determination 15. This boy has got it. I did actually cheekily go for Vincent Kompany, who was let out of contract by City. But unfortunately Atletico Madrid came in, and once that happened there was only one place he was going to go. Someone who is back at the club after a loan year is Dominic Solanke. He did such a good job for me last year. I felt it was only right to retain him. Otherwise we would have been very weak up front with Saido Barahino leaving as well. He's done brilliantly. There's no getting around it. I think he's slightly better than a 2.5 star rating, to be honest. You look at the pros and cons. Apparently he's very well suited to Sky Championship football. Last year he did bits for us, to be fair. 32 games, 15 goals and 3 assists, a 7.12 average rating. You don't get much better than that. I'm absolutely delighted with what he's done, and yeah, I'm very happy that we called him back. But he is not the only striker now. There is genuine competition up front, and that competition comes in the form of Fiete Harp. Harp. Now this guy could be amazing. I believe we got him in from Hamburg. He's got how many goals did he get there? He got 14 goals and 43 appearances for Hamburg. He is only 19 years old, German. I mean, look at this. Look at these physicals. They're only going to get better. A guy at his age. His finishing is 17. First touch 15. Even heading at 10 is not bad. Penalty taking 15. Technique 13. Off the ball 16. This guy is pure attacking brilliance, and I hope he's going to get us many goals going forward. I'm excited. I think he could be the star of the series. So, Fiat Arp, welcome to the club. Why have I signed players whose names I can't pronounce? So, last year, most of you will know that I had a bit of a love-hate relationship with Weiser and Cresswell in our terms of our fullbacks. They're both very good players on the day, but they're very prone to errors, and that cost us a lot of points. You have to look at Aaron Cresswell in the Everton game. That eventually did cost us the Champions League position, and I still haven't really forgiven him in my heart. So he has a lot of making up to do this year. It's annoying that he got in team of the season at the end of the year, to be honest. Otherwise, I probably would have sold him. But I've given competition for both of them in the form of Johnny, a 25-year-old Spaniard from Celta Vigo, who played 250 appearances for the club, both at reserve level and at the senior level. And I have to say, 250 appearances for a 25-year-old is not bad. Yeah, I mean, you look at his physicals here. 15s everywhere. You got 15 acceleration, natural fitness, pace, stamina, concentration 16, determination 19, which we love, work rate 16, teamwork 15. What he does lack technically, I think we can make that up in terms of the coaching. He's not quite at his peak, so there's still a little bit of improvement we can give to him, but I think his physicals and his mentals are going to make him a real asset to the squad. He's probably the signing I'm happiest with. I say that, and then we have Brenner, and this give it. I might call him Kenneth, as in like Kenneth Branagh, but I don't know. I haven't. Oh mate, I might have to now. No, I'm gonna wait until he becomes a folklore hero. Let me know. Should I call him Kenneth or just Brenner? Either way, Brazilian striker from SPO down in Brazil. This boy could be amazing. 19 years old, not capped yet, but he certainly will be. Free star ability already. Potential ability of God knows what. 15 acceleration, agility, pace, finishing 15, first touch 16, penalty taking 16, decision 16, determination, flair, all of it. He's got the entire package, and he is only going to get better. His passing could do a bit of work. I don't want him to just be an out-and-out poacher. I want him to be able to play everything. which is why I think Solanke is going to start ahead of him in the pecking order. But him and Arp going forward, I mean, we could literally have probably the best front two in the Premier League on paper in maybe 2 years' time. I am so excited. Welcome, Breda. Oh, yes. He's not even the best signing. Because the best signing goes to... He's back. Moise Kean, now and more improved. 3.5 star. Potential ability. The ceiling is non-existent for this boy. 19 years old Italian. What more do you need to know? Last year he got 15 goals in 35 appearances for us. He also got 11 assists. So the boy was absolutely on fire. And you just look at these physicals. Look at all these stats. This boy is... Mwah. And I'm so glad we signed him. Ended up buying him for, what was it? £32 million. It took up a lot of the budget. Half of it. But to be fair, I mean, he is just... He's worth it. So worth it. You'll notice that our first game of the season is against Huddersfield. I wish I could bring you a different team. I feel like I've played them quite a lot in the series so far, but they're the first game of the season, so we'll have to grin and bear it. I promise I will hopefully not show you later on in the year unless they somehow make it to a cup final. If they beat me here, I'll never show you them again. The team lining up then, Heradeki's in goal, Cresswell, Longlet, DeLitt and Johnny are playing as the back four. No Oliveira, Milner are the midfield three, so we're going to have to wait for Fornals to make his debut. Keane, Lanzini and Arp go up front. Actually, you know what? I'm going to swap Arp. I'm going to bring on Dominic, because Dom has played quite well for us. And I feel it would be quite harsh for me to take him out of the team straight away. Plus, he already has an understanding with Keane and Lanzini. We need to get off to a good start in the league. I don't really know what to say to the teams. To say I expect to win today. This year is about expectation. That is what is required. That is what I am after. Also, for those of you that are observant, you'll know that now Manolo Gabbiadini is playing for Huddersfield, and we know how much I love playing against Gabbiadini, considering he scores against me every time I play him. I'm hoping that won't be the case today, but I can't make any promises. I can't even make any promises that we are going to win this game. I hope that our away form is better this year than it was last year, because towards the end, that's what really cost us. The fact that we just literally could not get points away from home for love nor money. There's no getting around it. Huddersfield really are our bogey team. Like, they just... I say that because the past meetings would suggest that they aren't, but it's the way that they play against us. We never ever dominate the game or the ball. I'm never confident when I play Huddersfield. And they have the first highlight as well, as March knocks it to Rails, knocks it to Grealish, who always causes me a headache. It's a good tackle from Johnny. That's crap from Milner. He's given it away, and now Moyes got the ball on the edge of the area to March. Cresswell is not followed his man. He's got better now. Smith knocks to the back post. Grealish, and it's... Of course it's 1-0. Of course it's 1-0. It's well played by Huddersfield. Moy knocks it out to March. They rotated nicely. Everyone's just dossing about, and Johnny just not following his man at the back post. So that's a good, endearing start for him there. I enjoyed that. But now, can we get something back here? Cresswell, he whips that is the worst free kick. Oh, he's not going to carry on from the last episode, is he? And Zanka's got the ball at the back, and he hits a diagonal. And whenever someone fancies marking Jack Grealish, they can. And Johnny's already. Johnny's going to get pulled after 20 minutes. What is he doing? Oh, we're just getting carved apart. It's a brilliant ball from Zanka, but what's this? Where are you going? Why are you here? Why is Johnny in the centre of the park? That's offside. Absolutely abysmal, and it could be 3. Oh, what is it with Huddersfield? I'm absolutely fuming. It'd be nice if we came from 2-0 down to actually get a point against them for a change, rather than the other flipping way around. As Keane knocks it to Slanky. Come on. Don't shoot. Sometimes you just know with the highlights that it's... I picked you over Arp, and that's how you repay me. Well, at least Liverpool are beating Chelsea. That's something. No, Mike. Shouldn't get excited about that. We're going to go 4-4-2 diamond. I've just had enough already. You got absolute travesty of performance. Oh, good. They're all fired up. What does that mean? Okay, it's a pretty strange formation, but we are going to go with it. We might as well lose by 4 for as much as I care. They can't play any shitter than they did in that first half. So it's apparently a 3-1-2-4. So now the 2 fullbacks have come off. Apparently I tried to strengthen there, and we've just been as crap as we always were. So Cresswell and Johnny have come off. Arp and Diop have come on. Now, are we going to bring something here? Solanke, come on. Play a nice ball. Great ball from Dom Solanke. Come on, Lanzini, square it. Must be. Arp, you got to get there. Solanke, good play again. Lanzini to Arp. Header. Oh, Fiat Arp on his debut. A lovely goal. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Of course, it was Lanzini that really brought it out. The Solanke-Lanzini partnership is good. There was a poor ball in originally from Lanzini. Good play by Dom to spot him again, and he's dinked a lovely ball to the back post, and that is a header and a half. Well done, Arp. Already endearing himself to the crowd. We like that. Come on. Nearing the hour mark, and it's still only 2-1, but Huddersfield haven't had any more chances since I changed to this formation, which is confusing. Oh, here we go. I've just jinxed it. Reos to March. Win this ball back quickly, and we can get on the break again. That's a poor ball in. Here we go. Dom hasn't won it, but is it going to fall to Jim? It is. It's Jim's giving it to Solanke. Solanke to Arp. Arp. Come on. Come on, Arp. That's better. Lanzini. Oh, that's such a poor bit of play. We had so many men in there. All it needed was a good touch. As Moy knocks it out to Grealish, and this is where we are going to be exposed now, is on the wings. As Grealish knocks it back into Moy. Someone's got to follow Gabbiadini. I can see him moving around there. Great play from Sergio. Now, come on, mate. Don't waste it. Marky Noble to Longlet. Longlet back to Sergio. We're recycling the ball really well here. That's a brilliant ball from Keane. Arp is onto it. All he needs to do is square it to Dom. He has. Solanke, it's 2! Come on! Yes! I'm so happy to come back down from 2-0 against Huddersfield to extract some vengeance. It would cleanse some demons in my head if we could do this. And I'd also claim I'm a tactical genius for changing it. Lovely ball over. Arp has changed the game. It's a great drill ball, and Solanke's never going to miss that. A lovely tap in. Maybe there's a little connection there. They go over to each other. They love it. Little bit of hugs. Go on, give it some. I love this. As Lossell hoofs it long. Great header from Diop. He's knocked it to Milner. The momentum is with us. Don't lose it, boys. Sergio back to Longa. He plays it to Diop. Lovely ball from Diop, who's been very impressive since he came on. Milner to Lanzini. Magic's going to happen. Solanke to Arp. Arp hits it. Oh, it's just gone wide. Oh, really good effort from Arp. Those two, the connection, I love it. We've dominated the game. We deserve to win it. Look at the chances we've created. I can't give them a shout. I'm going to tell the boys to push forward. We're going to go for it. We have to go for it. 5 minutes of added on time. Is there going to be one more chance for us to win this? A point would not be bad, but I prefer the 3, obviously. And time is ticking away here, and we are in serious trouble of maybe missing a chance to win. And Mann has come on. They finally brought on Dennis Mann. I noticed he wasn't in the starting lineup. Played very well for them last year. Actually, Scout, I should have signed him. We will take a 2-2 draw from 2-0 down. I'll take that. It wasn't that bad. I'm going to tell the team that we did brilliantly to come back and salvage a draw. We really did. I'm going to put that down to Arp was superb. I'm going to get aggressive around Cresswell and tell them that you were awful. And he looks delighted. Well, I'm not. Okay, so after that first game, that leaves us in 11th position, but we have got one of the bogey teams out the way to start with. Arp was superb. I'm delighted that he came on and he really made a difference. It makes me feel like it was a good signing. So what we'll do is we'll come back for the first Europa League group stage game. We don't need to qualify this time. We were going in automatically for finishing 5th last year. And then we'll play Stoke away in the Premier League after that. So between them, we've got fixtures against against Watford, Leicester and Tottenham. It's going to be a very difficult start. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. I certainly have. It's going to be a good season. It's going to be dramatic. I can feel it. Hopefully we'll do slightly better than last year. There'll be a good Europa League Cup run as well. If I can get one of those, I'll be happy. I've promised a few players that we're going to win silverware this year, so really I need to if I want to keep the likes of Delit, etc. Thank you so much for watching the episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then please do like, share and subscribe. And until I see you again for another episode, stay cool.